song to all the women in the crowd. Miami.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, everybody.
Hope you're doing well.
Hope you're doing well.
Victor and Libby back in the house.
Victor and Libby back in the house.
If you notice, we changed the name of our YouTube channel.
Why do we change?
We changed. No, yes, you are completely right.
No, you couldn't.
I couldn't say it. And let me tell you something. That's a lot to be said.
Yes.
Because I've never had problems speaking. I had technical issues. If you notice in our first video. Issues. And in Spanish, se me lengua la traba. Pretty much.
Yes.
So it wasn't rolling off my tongue how it should have been. So we changed it to something much simpler, which is
Flashback Memories, 70's, 80's, and 90's.
Easy enough.
Flashback, 70's, 80's, and 90's. See, I said it wrong.
Memories. Flashback memories, 70's, 80's, and 90's. There we go.
There we go.
Now we got it.
Now we got it. You see that?
So
we got it.
We got it. We finally got it.
We finally got it. And you know who we have here today? You know who we're going to be talking about?
I know. I can't wait. I'm very excited.
But let's first talk about
a legend.
We have a legend.
Yes, we do.
We'll talk about the legend after we tell the people about the club.
Oh, yes.
All the clubs that were in Miami. And we didn't say it the other time. We said some clubs.
And we forgot some because it's only normal.
It's normal.
Trial and error.
Yes. Trial and error.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. Okay, like I said, let's name the clubs that were in Miami. I know the number one club that was in Miami that everybody went to was Casanova's.
Casanova's, absolutely.
And from Casanova's, then Rick's Bar.
Rick's Bar.
And then there was Limelight.
Limelight.
And there was Backstreets.
Yes.
And there was another one called Copa, Full Out that everybody used to go after Peter and Lenny's. Everybody used to go to Peter and Lenny's, and then they used to go to Copa.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a club that it was a mixed crowd. It was gay people, straight people, every kind of people.
Mm-hmm.
Because the music was great there.
Yes.
You know, now you go to a gay club and they think you're gay. So.
Yeah.
But back then it was different. Guys would dance with, guys would dance with guys. Disco.
Really? I didn't know that.
I remember we used to go to Limelight and they would the guy would dance with a guy, and it was just a normal thing.
I never saw that.
You see that? You do that now and they think you're funny. You know?
That's it, yeah.
Like then everything goes, but goes in a nice way.
Well, now everything goes too.
Everything goes now, but back then it was everything goes, but it was in a more respectful way.
Yes.
Because people were more respectful. They dressed nice.
Very much so.
They dressed nice. They had the nice shoes, Yeah. And when Saturday Night Fever came out, everybody wanted to be like John Travolta.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, did I love John Travolta and those times and those songs and those dancing.
Yes.
Special times.
Yes, and there was a lot of action going back then. There was a lot of clubs back then, in the 70's and 80's.
Yes, there was.
Name some of your clubs.
Oh my goodness, let's go back. So we had Club Taj. Club Taj. Really nice place. You had It's in Bitters, which is the one that we can remember last time.
It's in Bitters. It was right there in the Mayfair.
Yes.
Next to Faces.
We had...
there was Cat.
Yes.
We said about last time.
We had Sticky Fingers, which I worked.
Yes, Sticky Fingers.
We had Club 609.
609.
Which everybody knows me from.
Right.
That's why I'm called Latina Club 609.
609.
It
was before that. It was Biscayne Baby.
Biscayne Baby.
And then after 609, after Biscayne Baby, it became Baja Beach Club.
Yes. And after 609, it became Life.
And it became Life.
So you change names and same place.
Right in the same place.
Yeah.
And who was the DJ in 609?
Well, we had Tony Tone from Power 96. We had many DJs come in.
Yeah, there was another one that he announced himself in the radio. What's his name? He was the main DJ there in 609.
We had, I think, Alex Gutierrez.
What was that?
Alex, he played once.
Yeah, he played
twice.
There was one there that.
There was another side of 609. There was a whiskey lounge.
The whiskey.
Which was the Latin side and all of that. Right. So we always had Power 96 there. And we had Son 95 there. So we had many different DJs visiting us.
I like 609.
I like 609. There was a lot of fights.
Yeah.
There was always a lot of fights. But you know what? 609 was something that was very special to me.
Yeah.
Out of all the clubs
that's why I saw you.
I worked at Space.
That's why I saw you then after a while.
Yeah.
I saw you there.
And we had Alcazaba.
Yeah, Alcazaba.
Alcazaba was wonderful. Alcazaba was Well, we just got over Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So Alcazaba was the place to be on Wednesday.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Hands down, there was no other place that you needed to
Thanksgiving.
go.
I remember Mike and I used to be the MC.
Yes.
I'm not going to say may he rest in peace, but he rest in peace.
Yes.
You know. Mike and I was a great guy. He was an MC. He had a great voice.
Yeah.
We had another guy that passed away too. Was Johnny Caribe.
Yeah.
And he was MC too in a lot of the places that we went to.
Yes.
He was a Power 96 pioneer.
Mm-hmm.
Because he started Power 96 and then he became a DJ at Power 96.
Yeah.
So,
and we had Julio Jr.
From
Son 95, which is a very good friend of mine.
Yeah,
May rest in peace, wonderful person.
Then we had Eddie Mix. Power 96.
Mm-hmm.
We had Tony the Tire.
Yeah.
We had Bo Griffin that she used to love to put my songs, Sucia.
Yes.
And then we had Tony the Tire.
Well, we had DJ Zog.
Cox on the radio.
We had DJ Zog, which I'm
DJ
so
Zog.
friends with.
DJ Zog is right now one of the top ones.
Yes, DJ Zog. I just did an event with him at Club
and
there.
DJ Laz. DJ Laz was one of the main guys.
Was
guys.
Always at 609 and all the clubs.
You know what they used to call him? The Pimp with the Limp.
Everybody calls him the Pimp with the Limp.
He's still playing.
Yes,
he's still out there
absolutely.
Playing.
I still talk to him every once in a while.
He's playing on a radio station.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. He's doing wonderful, and we just have such good memories.
Yeah, those clubs, those radio stations were the ones that promoted those clubs. Let's talk about the radio station that promoted that club. There was Power 96.
Power 96.
All those clubs. Rick's Bar,
yes.
1235. They were there all the time. 1235.
Yes.
Power 96 was there. They were all over. Power 96 was one of the biggest stations back in the 80s and 90s.
It's so interesting because when I turned 30, they did my birthday party at 609, which they did a flyer with my picture, which is a flyer that they gave around because in those times, remember, you didn't have so much social media. So it was more like the flyers, the personal, the promoters going around. You had Gil, you had all the promoters going around promoting the place, which really made Gil, Javi, and all of them made different clubs.
Right.
And they did my birthday party there, and it was both because we had both Latin and we had like the hip hop. And both radio stations did advertising on my birthday, and they ordered food. And it was really nice because I got to work the door for a certain amount of time, and people showed up with gifts. And it's just a memorable moment that you say, wow,
It was like Christmas
really nice
time all over
times.
Again, right?
Yeah, but it's really nice
it was
times.
Christmas time, it was Christmas time all over again because they brought you gifts.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm the type of person you can bring me a gift, but if you give me, the friendship and
that's what counts.
That friendship to me
from the heart.
Anything from the heart means more than anything material you can give.
Material.
100%.
But warmness and friendship.
That's the best gift anybody can give.
That's like, I say that.
That's the priceless gift.
That's priceless.
Absolutely, can't be bought. Can't be bought.
Money can't buy you love.
Yeah, it can buy you love. Absolutely, can buy you health, can buy you love, but we can buy you a very good time with us here.
Yeah, and we're gonna bring a special guest.
Yes, we need to tell them.
Yes, we're
bring in
Nelson.
Mr. Nelson Correa.
Correa, he's gonna be with us right after this.
Si regalas mi presencia, tu vivir va a mi amor. Y no pensar cada día lo de mí, como pesadilla, sin no pretendo ser tu dueño, no soy nadie, yo no tengo calidad de mi vida.
Good evening, everyone. We have a very special guest tonight with us.
Very special.
Extremely special. He's a legend.
He's very special.
Okay.
Very special.
We are honored to have you.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
To come out here and take your
What
time.
accolades.
To us, you are a legend, and to all of who doesn't know you will know why you're a legend.
Thank you
And
so
thank you
much.
for coming.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
We have Mr. Nelson Correa with us tonight. For those of you who don't know who he is, we would like to take a moment to let you know who he is and what he's done. Victor, go ahead, as you've known Nelson many years.
Well, I started knowing Nelson back in the open houses. But the open houses, like, let me explain. But the open house where there were bands that got together in a hall, and it was called open houses. I'm gonna let him take over that because he's the one that knows more about how the band started
Yes.
and how everything started, how your name started. Because you were the founder of
That's
Mantra.
correct. That's correct. The word open house comes from that's open to everybody. That's why I call it open house.
Mhm.
It was open to all schools, all mostly teenagers, although we had some over 18 show up every now and then, but it was mostly teenagers, your age, that you started 13, 14, 15. We put a couple of bands. The first bands, and again, I'm not going to go back into the late 60s.
Right.
I'm just going to go into the time that we got involved,
Yeah,
Mantra,
the open
Exactly.
houses.
because there were other bands before us. But it used to be Coke, Heaven, and the Antiques, the three bands that played at most of the open houses. Coke changed the name to Opus, and they went on to play at nightclubs. They left the open house, and that's when Mantrap came in. Mantrap um, was formed from the Boy Scouts Troop 223 in St. John Bosco. A bunch of Boy Scouts got together playing music, and then we started playing at house parties, and then we needed a name
Right.
to play under,
Mhm.
and play under Boy Scouts. So our singer at the time, who went to school with me, Rico School, Ignacio Oliva, may he rest in peace, came up with the name Mantrap from a Star Trek episode. He was a Star Trek fan.
That's very original. That's
Yeah,
good.
and then we liked the name, we kept it, and for the longest time we didn't remember where the name came from. It wasn't until I reunited Mantrap in 2009 that the singer I had at the time, Miguel Martin, remembers, because he went to school with Ignacio also, that Ignacio used to mention that he was the one that created the name Mantrap. And then I remembered that indeed that's how the name came out. But for the longest time we were asked where the name came from and we couldn't answer. We didn't know. And we did a lot of TV shows, a lot of interviews. In the 70's, we played a lot, and we got asked, and we just couldn't remember. But that's where the name originated from. And I left music in beginning of 1980 when there was no more open houses. We couldn't find any venues that would rent the hall for us to do open houses. Chaperones were not taking the daughters to
Right.
these dances anymore because of the fights that were
Yeah,
caused
Taking
in there.
place.
it was getting a little bit more
Yeah.
harder to find places because everybody was.
Yeah, we couldn't find places, so the
It would
open
start
houses.
okay and then it would end up really bad.
Yeah, the
fighting.
open houses died, and then Mantra started playing at nightclubs. So we changed the name because at that point there was only two of us left from Mantra. The drummer, Albert Quintana, and myself were the only ones from the original Mantra that was left. So we changed the name to Night Shift to get a new start, play clubs, and I realized at that time that that was not going to be for me. That's not where I was going to make my living. Playing 6 nights when I was used to playing 2 or 3 nights a week, playing 5 and 6 hours to empty places on Tuesdays and Wednesdays because the only day off you have is Monday, and you have to use it to rehearse and get new songs for the week. So you don't have any time off.
Right.
And I said, no, this is not going to be for me, music. So basically, Night Shift ended in 1980 when I became a City of Miami police officer. They didn't continue, and the music died for us at that time. And then in 2009, I came up with an idea. What if I could put back together some of the guys from Mantra and do one night only, somewhere where the people enjoy that? Well, I had a very hard time finding a place to do it. Most places that I contacted said your following is too old. They're in nursing homes. They're on wheelchairs.
Mhm.
Nobody's going to come see a 35-year-old
Right.
man. And then somebody had told me, Efren Castellanos, I got to mention him because he's a really good friend. He was a DJ at the time. Told me that Jimmy Elias, may he rest in peace, Jimmy E.
Yes.
Disco,
We get from
had a club called Renaissance on Southwest 32nd
Yes.
Avenue. So at this time, I'm now with Key Biscayne Police Department. I drove by on my way home when I got out of work at 7 o'clock. And he wasn't there, so I left my card and he called me. And I told him what I wanted to do, and he said, we can do it here. We can do it here. And we did, December 9th, 2009. A 35-year-old band came back to life, and about 750 people paid, plus whatever got in free, that were his
That's
guests,
amazing. That's
and
amazing.
Ciro Llerena's guests,
Ciro.
and things like that. So that must have been over 150 people in total there. Super packed place. Couldn't even walk in there to see Mantrap come back to life. What was supposed to be one night, still going on. It's still going on. It's been now
Now you're
10,
playing it
16
different.
years,
Mhm.
and it was still going on. It was when are you doing this again? Yeah, it was supposed to be a one night thing. And then we said, well, we don't know. So we ended up doing a couple more over there. And then we started getting hired at different places to play. And we done that for the longest time. And then I left Mantrap and formed a night shift a year after with 3 original Mantrap 70's Mantrap members.
Right.
Luis Gutierrez, the keyboard player, Emmy Jimenez, our lead singer, now plays guitar and sings. I have the drummer from Calhoun. I don't know if you remember Calhoun,
Yes, Calhoun.
that big band from the clubs, Nelson Santisteba. And I have a policeman that worked and played with me in the police band called In Blue, Orlando Saavedra. He plays the congas with us. There's only 5 of us, and we're called Night Shift, and we're doing great. We're doing good. We
Yeah,
play
since
January
Well,
16th.
jumping into that, Nelson, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but
No, it's fine.
we had just interviewed you. We were there at
Yes,
Hialeah.
we did.
Yes,
That's
you were
right.
practicing.
If everybody can tell me a little bit about themselves.
Sure, but actually alluding to what you just said about us having a bond, I started playing in bands when I was 12 years old. And the reason I got so incredibly hooked on the band wasn't just the music. It's just that the friends around you that are playing with you, they basically become your family.
100%.
So there's a lot of unity there that you can join 1,000 social clubs. You don't get that, you know. So in bands, it's a very tight knit group. You know, we take care of each other and obviously help each other whenever we can and respect each other. So my name is Emilio. I play guitar and I sing. And I started playing with Nelson when I was 16 years old. And then I moved on, and I went into professional music for 10 years, playing every single night. And then I left music for a while and went into the business world. And when I came back to Miami, because I was living in New England, when I came back to Miami, first thing I did was call Nelson and say, "Hey, buddy, let's play."
Let's do it.
And that was really where it all started.
Thank you so much. It's a beautiful story, and we all have a story. We all have a story.
Yes.
And when you hear everybody's stories and you hear what motivates them, and that you're still doing it, it's more motivation for people to keep doing what they love. No matter what age you are, no matter where you come from, something unites us. So let me go ahead and also, if you could tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name is Luis Gutierrez. I'm the keyboard player for Night Shift. As Nelson alluded to, we started playing at a young age. He actually recruited me for a group called Moonlight.
Okay.
I played with them and played a couple of years with Mantrap, probably 3 or 4 years, recorded 2 albums with them. After a while, I decided to stop playing and started going into the athletics. And I played football in high school, earned myself a scholarship to go to college on a football scholarship, and became an educator. And I've been doing this educational thing now for approximately 36 years.
Okay.
And he recruited me back again about 7 years ago.
That's wonderful. And you've been working at this school?
Actually, I'm brand new at this school. I've worked at several schools. I worked at Country Club Middle School, which is the school I left, and I'm currently working here at Hialeah Middle.
Well, you know what's interesting? I
You
came to
attended
this school.
Oh, look at that.
I went to Amelia Earhart, I came here. and then
Okay,
I
so
went
you're
to Hialeah.
familiar with this school then?
So, not only did you guys bring me back in the music, but you brought me back
Wow.
home where I
Look at
where I
that.
came
That's
from.
great. So you
it's-
feel like home?
I feel like completely at home.
Also, let's
Absolutely.
leave that.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
And then let's
I
find
am-
out a little bit about you.
My name is also Nelson
Okay.
Satyatevan. And I started off, getting, being in bands as a young guy, 17, 18 years old. And, we would rehearse in the garages of somebody's house. And it was great. He was in one of the bands, one of the kids' bands that I was in, and he got stolen by another band. Because
Okay.
singers are very hard to find.
Yeah.
He was there, but I wasn't playing for years. I like him, I went, worked in the corporate world. I was a director in hospitals, director level of radiology. I was a pharmaceutical rep for 7 years. So I left music all for about good 15 years. And then our friend Richie called us and was getting together. And I said, I don't even have a drum set. He goes, no, come on, you can do this. And, got me back in. He pulled me right back
Lured
in.
you back in.
And it's been nonstop. 7.5 years ago, I came back. My wife gave me for Christmas a drum set because I didn't even have a drum set right that year. And she's been a great support. My family and all my friends come and see us. So it's been a lot of fun.
And as long as it continues to be fun, I think
Yes.
that's what we have to do in life. Right,
We were dancing
Yeah.
when we were playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and there was a school that I grew up with, and besides you're doing what you love, and in life you have to do what you love. We love music. We all have that in common. That's something that we were born with. What a great welcome back that you come back and you have 800 and something people showing up. So to whoever said that it couldn't happen, everything's possible, and there's always a crowd for every single type of music.
Well, what we found out was that people my age, or a little bit younger, a little bit older, really didn't have a place to go
We didn't.
to listen to this music
Mhm.
that they used to listen to when they were teenagers, because nobody plays it anywhere. So here you have a band from the 70s playing the music of the 70s, which is what Night Shift does. We picked up where Man Trap left off in the 70s. We play all the songs from the 70s that we used to play. And now people want to come and reminisce, enjoy a good time, listen to songs that they used to listen to. We have a page on Facebook called Night Shift Band.
So
People
follow
have
it.
joined. Over 3,000 people have joined.
What's the page?
Night Shift Band on Facebook. It's the only
Find it.
social media that we have. And we post videos of the band there. We put pictures. Our fans put comments. So it's a very entertaining page. And we talk about the 70s bands and who we are, where we come from. And we're having a great time.
No,
doing this.
and besides having a great time, you also gave me a bunch of flyers from the time of the open houses and pictures and stuff with the Coke having that we're going to be seeing while we're talking too, and all over this.
Yes, I did. I
Yeah.
sent you a whole bunch of pictures that I had collected and people had sent me, and so that you can put them on your show.
They're unique. These are like photos that you can't find a place.
Absolutely. So you'll see them behind us, and you can
Yes.
look and see and reminisce and go down memory lane with us.
Yes, we're going to see Waffy playing with
Yeah, next to me.
Nelson.
Whenever Man Trap and Heaven played together, Waffy would come up on stage and sing a couple of songs with us.
Yeah,
He would
Waffy.
love to do that with us, and we loved having him.
Yeah, Waffy was a good guy. He died
He was a
young.
great guy.
You know.
Too young.
He had also. I still have his card. I'm going to show it there too. When he was at Act One, he had a haircut. He had
He found the perfect business to get
Yeah.
into because of his popularity. He became a hairstylist.
yes, Act One.
And then he got a lot of clients. So wherever he went, he cut hair at different places. He went and he had a lot of people go cut, including myself, cut their hair with Waffy. And talk about the open house, especially on Fridays and Saturdays. He would cut hair and then he would go sing at night.
Yeah. And do you remember what places in the open houses back in those days? I don't know, was it Electrician Hall,
Salon Sofia,
on Sophia? Tell me some other places that.
McAllister Hotel, DuPont Plaza Hotel, Duville Hotel, Miami Beach, the Playboy Plaza, the can't remember, Sonesta and Key Biscayne.
So nice stuff.
There was quite a lot of different places. The Municipal Auditorium in Hialeah.
Yes, I remember there. I was there one time, and there was a big fight in that open house. I remember it was the biggest fight
Miami
ever.
Beach Convention Center. We did some open houses there.
What I do remember now seeing in the open houses, well, when I came into the open houses, and actually my sister's older than me and we had some open houses in our house. We always had to hire police officers because you never knew who was going to come in.
Yeah.
You know, even though that you had the chaperone and you had that, but you always had a mixture because it was exactly what it stands for, open house. So it wasn't like now in the times that, you know, you go to a club, you pass through a metal detector, or, you know, they pat you down. But in those days, it was really open. It was a free for all,
Yeah, it
and
was.
everybody, the good, the bad,
Yeah.
and
There
that's
was a sense of security
Yes.
for the parents that would take the girls
yes.
and everybody to know there was a police or two policemen
We
on
always
scene
had
that they were safe.
yes.
They were going to be safe.
Yes.
And even with that, there were still fights.
Yeah,
Even with
you
the
can avoid it.
policemen there.
So, you know, we want to tell you that it was good having you here. You know, we like having you here talking about the open houses. And
It was a pleasure.
we're back.
We're here.
We're here.
Just wanted to tell you all, thank you so much for staying with us.
Yes.
Um,
We want to thank Nelson.
we want to have a special thank you to Nelson
and
a
what's his last
legend.
name?
Correa.
Correa.
I got it.
With our back on
No, me va a pagar con la correa. No, 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 no.
Yes, sir. You
Very
like that. You like
nice
it.
gentleman.
Yeah.
Very nice gentleman.
Very nice
One
gentleman.
of a kind.
And it was
He's a
one of a
legend.
kind because he said everything about the open houses, the real truth about the open houses.
He did. He did.
Okay? Because the open houses were the ones that made everything that happens now.
Yes.
Discotheques.
Yes. It's the
The
foundation
music,
of where
it was
we're
the
at.
foundation that
Yeah.
started the discotheques, the DJs,
Yes.
and everything that went on and what's going on now.
Absolutely. Wouldn't it be nice to bring it back again?
Yes.
You know
but we
what?
do. But we
You
do.
never know.
But we bring it back.
Can we
We
not?
bring it back every Friday
We do.
at Hole 19 in Miami
At
Springs
Hole 19,
with
yes
Miami-
we do.
with Miami Master
DJ Carlos Zonic.
Yeah,
There we go.
Every
Every
Friday.
Friday.
Every Friday. And once a month he does a freestyle.
I saw that.
Freestyle.
Yes.
Okay. Once a
Yes.
month in a ballroom.
Yes. So if you ever want to find us, you know where we're at.
You know, we're at Hole
Hole
19. And we're gonna say goodbye now.
Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you all for joining us.
Don't think that it's all just sitting down. We're going to take you out again.
Yeah, may God bless you all.
Have a great night.
Have a great night, and I hope you enjoy the show. Thank you. Thank you, Libby.
Thank you. Always
Always.
together. Good night.
Bye.
05, baby.
786.
That's what's up, Miami. Se votó. I want to dedicate this song